today we're going to go through a quick fitting on our RMR plates. Now, RMR is a Trojicon proprietary name, right? But a lot of people use that footprint. It's probably the most common. So Holosun, obviously, the 507C, 407C, the new match optic, and the 508T are all RMR footprints. So on our plate, because they all have different thicknesses, we include a couple different lengths of screws. Now, it's super important that before you crank these screws down when it's on the slide, that you dry fit it and make sure they're the proper length. So which ideal situation is going to be when you take this with your 10 to 12 Newton meter or inch pound torque wrench, is dry fit this outside of the gun. So as you crank this screw down and tighten it, you're going to look for, does that screw go past, right? Okay, so that screw is too long. So that's really for an SRO or actual Trojicon product. So then grab the shorter screw and run it in. You don't have to crank it down, but just get it snug. And if you look at this, see how it's flush with the bottom of the plate? Super important. So like on a Trojicon product, if you run the shorter screw, it actually stops inside the post. And what happens is, see how thin those have to be because of the nature of it? We use 2024 aluminum, which is way stronger than even 7075. But if you put all that load into that little teeny tiny post over time, it will shear. So you want to get down into the meat of the plate down here into this full thickness. So you want it to be flush, and you can't have it extend too far because it may collide with the inside of the slide. But so once you're sure you've got the right length, then we can go ahead and use the silver stainless M3s. Apply your blue Loctite and use those to tighten the plate down. Then add your blue Loctite to the 440s. Again, you need to make sure that you're using no more than 12 inch pounds of force. So we use slow keys. You can hear them clicking as it engages. And that's what you want. Some people apply the Loctite to the female threads, some apply it to the male threads. Doesn't really matter as long as you get some on there. On these, we're going with the shorter screws. Fat wrench is fine, just make sure that it's calibrated. Slow key and fix-it sticks actually use slow key too, just a higher quality product. You can use any kind of torque wrench as long as it's in inch pounds, because we will not warranty anything if you don't use a torque wrench. And you can damage the optic if you crank it down too tight as well. But there you go. It's the new Holosun match on the PDP match. It's a perfect combination. This is an amazing firearm. Check it out with our heavy long stroke guide rod. Allows more length so the slide slows down over a greater distance. Really tames the recoil impulse on this gun. It's phenomenal. Check it out, guys. ZRTactical.com.